What is up? It's your boy, Anecdotal, and today I'm bringing you guys a new game that I just started playing called Marvel Strike Force. And I'm a huge Marvel fan. For those of you guys that know me because of my Endless Frontier videos, don't worry, I'm still making Endless Frontier videos. I mean, I am a leader of a guild and I have a lot of things to do there, but other than that idle game, I will be playing Marvel Strike Force and probably going to be making videos on this game too. Now, as a completely new player, if you go ahead and go on Dailies, it says that I've been playing for at least 3 days, because if you complete all the dailies in 7 days, you go ahead and you unlock Wolverine, a fan favorite. I mean, that Logan movie was amazing. Everybody wants Wolverine right now, almost as much as everybody wants Black Panther. So it's just such a great way to have people want to play this game, is by giving away Wolverine if they just log in for 7 days, for 1 week, and do all of the dailies that are required. Now, I know I said I played for 2 days, but it says I only have 4 days left. Doesn't that add up to 6? Isn't a week 7 days? Well, I played exactly about 30 minutes before reset. So up here where it says objective reset might be something you want to look at if you play this game at night, because if you miss the reset, you won't finish all the dailies in 1 day, so things won't really work out for you. So make sure that you complete the dailies before reset. I was able to do it in less than 30 minutes on my first day, so I'm sure everybody can do this too. So right now what I want to do is give you guys a little bit of a look at what to expect when you just start the game, because I just started the game. So I'm so used to giving guys end game content, but seeing that the game just got released and I've only played for 2 days, that's impossible. As you can see, because I don't have a Captain America or a Kingpin, that I am playing free to play. Now that might change in the future, but with a game like this, I really don't think I have a need to spend, though those of you who have spent money on this game are way ahead of others, which is, you know, it is what it is with games that you that you pay for. So that's just what it is. So what you will notice is once you start, you're going to go ahead and go to campaign. You're going to have a Heroes Assemble, which is just the Avengers Tower. You go in and you start doing some missions. After you do a couple missions, the first thing you're going to see is that Punisher is available, and that you can farm him for 12 energy. You're also going to see right after that Yondu is available, and he can also be farmed for the same amount. Mine says refresh right now because I already farmed him. All 5 tries that you have, you do it. Now, on the right part of the screen, you're going to see that there are possible rewards. And I emphasize the word possible. Apparently, these character shards, the 2 that you can get, is only off of a possibility. And like I said, I've been playing for 2 days, but really like 3 days, because I farmed him for 3 days. Because once reset happened, I can farm everybody all over again. So this guy, I have farmed 15 times, or attempted to get him 15 times. If you go ahead and look at my roster, out of that 15, here you go, I have 8 character shards. So since you can get 2 out of that, out of the 30 possible shards I got, I only got 8. Or 15 times I went in there, I only got something 4 times. So it's not great. The drops are totally random. You don't know if you're gonna get them or not. So that's that is what it is. So that's why when there's a possibility to buy a character and just get him at 3 stars, it's definitely worth it. So for those of you that have the opportunity to go ahead and spend $10, I'd recommend it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't think that deal is available. It's like a rookie deal, and since I'm level 29, I guess they don't see me as a rookie, even though I've only been playing for 2 days. But getting another character is highly beneficial for pretty much everything in the game. I'm not going to get into it now, but Blitz mode is a mode where it's just PvP. You regain your health all the way back every time you play. And so basically what that means is feel free to use Crossbones move. I pretty much used everybody. So you see one person doesn't have a timestamp on him. That's because you need 5. So you can't play this mode unless you have a team of 5 to play with, and then there's probably a level that you need to be to start playing this. But yeah, man, that's it. I don't have enough players. Now, if you did get Captain America, I think Jessica Jones comes with him. you maybe got Kingpin, so there you go, you have Kingpin, and you know that's already 3 extra players to play with, and you'd have a team earlier than I do. Now my suggestion to you as a beginner player is to hold off on this a little bit. Definitely play it before the reset occurs, but you should definitely wait till your power goes a little bit higher, because the amount of points that you get is determined by the amount of power you have and by the amount of power of your opponent. So power up a little bit when you get those guys, and then you attack. Pretty much that just means waste all the energy you can and then do blitz later. After that, I don't recommend you doing that ever after day 1 or day 2. You just go in there, and then that way after the timer of, I think it's 8 hours or maybe 6, I'm not sure. After that runs out, go ahead and attack again as soon as possible so that you can attack 6 hours later again and again and again. Because the more wins you get under your belt, even if you lose, you don't lose your multiplier. You can get as many milestone rewards as possible. So as a new player, I'm nowhere near. I'm 3 out of 14. It's only after you complete these milestones that you can get a rank. And is that right? Let's see. It says after 100k. Am I looking at that right? So after 100k. So you don't need to finish all the milestones. Okay. Sorry. Too many zeros. It gets me. And only then can you be ranked. And it looks like you got to be top 500. In order to get Black Widow. So that's not going to be me at all. Hopefully I end up just being ranked. I'll be happy if I'm ranked. How many days are left? A day and 1 hour. I'd be so happy. I'd be ecstatic if I'm ranked. How many points do I have right now? 5k? Yeah, that's not going to happen. that's not going to happen at all. So, yeah, go in there, get some milestone rewards, and that's about all you can do. Hey, look at this. In a minute, I'm going to have my free orbs. I believe the orbs are every 4 hours. We'll go back to this in 50 seconds or so. What you're going to notice is in campaign, you're pretty much going to level almost every battle when you first start playing because you're level 1 and it's easy to level up in the start. So what you're going to be having to get accustomed to is going to this training button, putting the EXP chips or whatever they're called here, clicking the plus button right next to where it says 29 on the right side, and then applying that and using gold to level up. So what I'm saying is, even though you're in campaign and those characters are fighting and beating up bad guys, you get no XP. Instead, you get EXP chips, and those are what are used to level you up. And levels matter in this game. So you're going to have to click train, level up, apply, go back, next, train, level up, go click apply, go back, next, train, and so on and so forth until you get like the 5 or 6 people that you have on your team, and then you'll be good. From what I've noticed, the team that I like the most, or at least the characters that I like the most, because these are all makeshift teams, these are just the characters I happen to have gotten, will be Spider-Man, huge DPS. I really like his Tangled Web skill because it has a stun. Oops. You could also level up the skills. I recommend you don't wait. Just level it up. Who cares? What you're going to need later are higher level up chips that you could only get on certain days that are available in challenges or on raids, which is why you want to get into not the greatest guild or alliance there is in the game, but a guild that's in your pace, because you want them to open up raids in which you can participate in. So if everybody's level 35 and they'll open level 35 raids, you won't be able to do anything because you're not going to be strong enough to participate in those raids. And you also cannot leech in those raids. Everyone there is needed to beat some people, so make sure that you find an alliance that is right around your skill level and that has active people, because you will need active people. Now let's see what I pull. They're all green, which means everything's going to be 1. I noticed that if they're a different color, you can get more. I've gotten, I think, 15. I got real lucky and got something. Who's this guy? Hydra Scientist. I got 1. I mean, who cares about the Hydra Scientist? Just give me 15, you know? It's a who cares character. Well, that's it was free though, and let's see, every 4 hours. So if you guys are awake for 12 hours a day, you turn this on, you do this lunch break, you turn this on, you get some orbs, and then when you get home, bam, you turn this on, you get 3 free thingamajogs every single day. Sounds good to me. Let's see, challenges. Challenges has a timer on the side. You want to be wary of the timer. When you first start, you always have 3 attempts, so you want to just finish the first 3, and then you finish the next 3. But there are going to be level caps. Just wait to level up and then finish the next side, because the prizes get progressively better. As you can see here, you start off with 345 of the red orbs and 115 of the blue, and now I'm getting 520 of the red and 140 of the blue. Totally better. And that way you could pull on certain things. I'm not 100% sure on what, so let me go back to challenges. Here, for instance, and to illuminate and highlight the idea that characters matter and filling out your roster matters more than just going after the best characters in the game, because, well, we can't really do that as beginner players. Here, you're going to need blasters. I only have 3 in Bullseye, Punisher, and Random Mercenary Soldier number 1. And according to this, when I click I for info, it says that it's recommended that I be level 26 and that it's restricted to only blasters. I'm level 29, so you might be wondering, why didn't I beat that yet? That's because I only have 3 characters, and this last blaster is the worst character I have at power 446. I mean, honestly, Bullseye is the only blaster I actually enjoy playing with. Punisher is, his damage is spread out, and I don't have a lot of spreading out spray shooters to accommodate. Like, if I had 5 characters that all did 50% damage and hit everybody, that'd be amazing. But I don't. I just have one guy that let's see what it says. That's not his AoE skill. Here, does 50% damage to everybody. There's piercing, and then here another 50%, and adjacent people get 35. Like, his damage is split and broken, and at the beginning of the game, that's just not a good idea, because single target people are doing 160. I mean, compared to 80, like, come on. Look, 140 and hits an adjacent for 80. That's so much more. 200 plus stun, and then spider sense you can dodge. I mean, and then Elektra does 130, like 130, 120, 320, amazing, and then increases dodge and stuff. I mean, come on, guys. Why do this to Punisher? He starts off as a horrible character. Maybe he becomes better later, but right now, I don't care at all for him. So that's why I have only 3 characters, only one of which I think are great, and one that's super low tier and has no name to himself. And Punisher, it's just not great for early game, is what I'm assuming, because he's useless to me right now. So I can't do that right now. It's a challenge that's impossible for me, but hopefully in 4 hours and 55 minutes, I get another blaster, and maybe that can get me over the top. But if not, right before, maybe when I have 55 minutes left, I will go ahead and finish this first one in auto and only get 2 of these. But it's just that I look at the rewards, and I can get an extra one of these blue things to increase my gear, and then one of all of these. Well, it says possible reward, so maybe I'll get, well, I'll definitely get more of 2 of one thing. So it just looks so much better that I want to wait and try to get another blaster, and I suggest that you guys do the same. And because of that, I want you guys to farm anything that has about 15 fragments just so you can get it. Like this guy, I would farm him, but I can't. Who's next? Let's see, who's the other guy? Oh, the sniper. I've been farming the sniper. Here, I'm done. I already went and farmed them 5 times. Didn't work out. I farmed him 15 times and got 10. So it's the same amount of times that I farmed Yondu. I got him 1 more time. So that's 5 out of, what was it? 15? Not bad, right? 33%. Pretty good. So it definitely, it's going to take some time, but hopefully I can get these blasters and get something good. And that's what I suggest all of you do. Fill out your rosters so that you can participate in game modes better. It becomes a lot easier, and because in the next part of campaign, which is Villains United, you can only use villains. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a good amount of heroes and a good amount of villains. Here, assemble the strike team to defend Ultimus. You can use pretty much whoever you want, right? Except for people you don't have. And where it says Cosmic, I'm assuming you could only use Cosmic characters. And here, Mystic characters. And doesn't this look cool right here? That's totally Doctor Strange's thing. So other than leveling up, you got to make sure to put the gear. If you can't find anything, you just click on find. And then the smart thing to do is to try to make sure you skip stages that offer more than one thing that you need. So here, I definitely need these weird bone looking things. And here, there are also bone-looking things. But I know that many characters will also need this leg-looking thing. So this is what I would auto. So depending on where you go, and you need to find certain things, there are many characters that will need many things, and they all have little green dots on the upper right side. So here, I'm essentially farming for this one item, but I actually need two of the items that are there. Same for here, 2 of the items that are there, 2 of the items that are there. Now, if I find one that has 3 of the items that my overall team needs, that would be a better place to farm. And of course, the greatest place to farm is if you need an item and you also get a character shard while you're at it. And that will make your farming far more efficient than anything else that you can do in the game. So that pretty much covers everything that I think you need to know as a beginner. Fill out your roster. Doesn't matter what the character is, just unlock him because you will need characters. Finish these events. Nothing shows up here because I finished them. There's an Electra event and there's also a Crossbones event. At least when I was playing, I don't see Electra there, so maybe it's just Crossbones. He's amazing. Get him. So is Electra if it's still available. You lose no energy, so don't be afraid to lose. Just keep trying. I already talked about challenges. Make sure to wait and see if you can get more characters and then finish that. Make sure every 4 hours to get your orbs. In campaign, make sure to go back, level up your characters, and gear them up properly. If you felt that you almost lost, repeat previous stages where you can get character fragments. That way you can level up, and then you'll never lose out on energy. And when you have characters, definitely do this, do Blitz, and just try to go as far as you possibly can now. And when joining an alliance, make sure to join an alliance that isn't heavily leveled, that has people right around your level, or maybe that you're somewhat at the top, as long as there are active people so you can participate in raids. Like I said, if it's level 35 and 30 raids and you're level 29, you really can't participate. You can't participate when you're level 30 and there are open 30 raids because you may not have the characters as a free-to-play player. If you're not a free-to-play player, it may not be as much of an issue because you already have a 3-star character in Captain America, and if you did the Facebook thing, a 3-star character in Daredevil. So it's definitely something to do, but it's just not something I want to do that early on in the game. Well, if you liked this video, make sure to leave a like. If you found this video informational, make sure to share it. Share it with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your alliance mates, and anyone else that plays this game. And of course, if you want to see some more of my progression in this game and more content on Marvel Strike Force, make sure to subscribe. My name's Anecdotal. Peace out.